Hi, Dennis here. Topic for today is design tools. Design tools are used to design a program. For example, whenever a person or group is challenged with building something larger, the need to design becomes greater. The larger the project, the more design is needed. Imagine a carpenter building a house without a set of blueprints or some type of design, without a plan. What would the house look like? Would it be a one-story, a two-story? How many windows, doors? I don't think a carpenter can build a house unless it's for himself or herself without some type of plan. How about a car? How about making a brand new car or designing a car? What would a car look like? How about holding a party without type of plan? Something simple as a party. Where will the party be held? Who's going to come? Will there be food? Will there be entertainment? Who's setting things up? Who's going to clean things up? Design is important in all aspects of life. So there are a ton of design tools out there. These 7 are just a few. A decision tree, a table, or design table, mind mapping, pseudocode, IPO chart, flow chart, and structure chart. For this class, I'm going to focus on these last 4 and only these 4. Pseudocode is nothing more than a series of steps or a sequence of steps or instructions to solve a problem. Pseudocode is written in English, not in Python, not in C, or Java, or C++, or any programming language. Pseudocode needs to be program language independent. You can think of pseudocode as a set of instructions, for example, inside of a brand new board game. Set of instructions. Here's an example of pseudocode. So the problem is, how do you teach someone to brush their teeth? First, if you were going to brush your teeth, you might want to go in the bathroom, pick up a toothbrush, pick up the toothpaste, squeeze the paste on the brush, place the brush in your mouth, move it around. Do this for 1 to 2 minutes. Take a sip of water. Don't swallow it. Move the water around in your mouth, spit it out, replace the cap on the toothpaste, rinse out, store the brush, finish. Pseudocode, just a series of steps to solve a problem. IPO chart, simply using the letters I, P, and O, which stands for input, process, and output. Typically, you would write down these letters across the page or down the side of a page, and next to the I, you would write down whatever input from a user you would need to solve a problem. P would be the steps necessary to solve a problem, kind of like the P would be the pseudocode. And the O is you would write to describe the output that the program would be producing. A flowchart. A flowchart is a picture or graphical image of your program. This would be a sample flowchart. You'd start by leaving your house. When you left your house, you check the time. If it's before 7, if that's true, you would take a bus. If not, you better take the subway. Eventually, you would reach school. So a flowchart is a graphical or pictorial view of your pseudocode. For example, the flowchart uses a series of shapes or lines to show the flow of a solution. These shapes are connected with arrows. So here's the shapes. This is my process, my decision. This would be like output, and this would be where I start or stop. And this would be output. I kind of like to use both of these, one of these for input and this one for output, but there's no rules, just right. A structure chart is a design tool similar to an organizational chart in a company. The structure chart shows relationships and order. So up here might be the CEO, and these would be the managers. Up here would be main, and these would be functions that comes off of main. And I can have functions off of these functions and sub-functions and sub-functions. So tools to design a design tool. In other words, how do you create one of these design tools? You can use a word processor, you can use a spreadsheet, you can use a text editor, you can use something called Visio, you can use a program called Draw.io. I would Google these and take a look at them. These are all free to you. This is not a design tool. If you put a comment inside of your source code, that is not a design tool. Comments are comments, a design tool is a design tool. Because of design tools are important, they're important enough to deserve their own separate document. That's about it. You can Google around, you can ask around, you can look at various YouTube videos as far as design, but I would expect you to place Design Tool in every single assignment that you submit throughout this semester. Any questions, let me know.